Judges chapter 21. Now the men of Israel had sworn in Mizpah, saying, None of us shall give his daughter in marriage to Benjamin. The people came to the house of God and stayed there until evening before God, and they lifted up their voices and wept bitterly. And they said, O Lord, God of Israel, why has this happened in Israel, that today one tribe should be missing in Israel? And on the next day, the people rose early and built an altar there and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings. And the Israelites said, Who is there among all the tribes of Israel who did not come up with the assembly to the Lord? For they had taken a solemn oath concerning him who did not come up to the Lord at Mizpah, saying, He shall surely be put to death. The Israelites felt sorry for their brother Benjamin and said, Today one tribe is cut off from Israel. What shall we do for wives for those who remain, since we have sworn by the Lord that we will not give them any of our daughters as wives? And they said, Which one is there from the tribes of Israel who did not come up to the Lord at Mizpah? And behold, no one had come to the camp from Jabesh-gilead to the assembly. For when the people were numbered, there were none of the inhabitants of Jabesh-gilead there. So the congregation sent 12,000 of the valiant warriors there and commanded them, saying, Go and strike the inhabitants of Jabesh-gilead with the edge of the sword, including the women and the children. And this is what you shall do, you shall utterly destroy every male and every woman who has known a man intimately. And they found among the inhabitants of Jabesh-gilead 400 young virgins who had not known a man intimately, and they brought them to the camp at Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan. Then the whole congregation sent word to the sons of Benjamin who were at the rock of Rimmon, and proclaimed peace to them. Benjamin returned at that time, and they gave them the women whom they had kept alive from the women of Jabesh-gilead, yet they were not enough for them. And the people felt sorry for Benjamin because the Lord had made a breach in the tribes of Israel. The elders of the congregation then said, What shall we do for wives for those who remain, since the women of Benjamin have been destroyed? And they said, There must be an inheritance for the survivors of Benjamin, so that a tribe will not be blotted out from Israel. But we cannot give them wives from our daughters, for the Israelites had sworn, saying, Cursed is he who gives a wife to Benjamin. So they said, Behold, there is a feast of the Lord from year to year in Shiloh, which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goes up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south side of Lebonah. Therefore they commanded the sons of Benjamin, saying, Go and lie in wait in the vineyards, and watch, and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to take part in the dances, then come out of the vineyards and each of you catch his wife from the daughters of Shiloh, and go to the land of Benjamin. And when their fathers or their brothers come to complain to us, we will say to them, Give them to us as a gift of kindness, for we did not take each man's wife in battle, nor did ye give them to them, otherwise you would now be guilty. The sons of Benjamin did so, and took wives according to their number from those who danced, whom they caught. Then they went and returned to their inheritance, and rebuilt the cities and lived in them. The Israelites departed from there at that time, each man to his tribe and family, and they went out from there each man to his inheritance. In those days there was no king in Israel, everyone did what was right in his own eyes.